Alright, welcome back. So, this is likely going to be the end. I want to go see the things that are here. Because this is likely going to be the end of everybody's story arcs. I mean, I'm still waiting for the end of Clifford's story arc. This will probably be the end of the Deloriers Bandits story arc. Oh, hey, Deloria. Huh? No meeting today? Nope, we handed out the money and now we're on a little break. Zayek even opened that shop of his. You handed out the money? Yeah, I traded in the gold coins and gave the proceeds to the folks in the farming and artisan districts. Did you buy anything for yourself? Well, I gave away my entire share, so no. Are you really okay with that? That's fine, the Delaware bandits are here to lend others a helping hand. That's what we're all about. Deloria. And although I wouldn't mind having a little bit of money. Oh, hello, you two. Oh, Pamela's back with it. The fucking goat's with her. Pamela, Mr. Goat. I need it pudding again. Meh. I think I remember you mentioned something about it, but what's the deal with this pudding of yours? You understand when you have a taste, go right ahead. Okay. This is... I never had dessert so sweet and delicious. Why are you giving this away for free? I just want to show the entire world how delicious pudding can be. Even though everyone loves it, and as soon as they try it, most people don't seem to care much about pudding. I'm not sure how many people would be into it, but personally I think a salty pudding would be popular. Salty? Sure, people always crave salty food after sweating their way through a hard day's work. I see. What do you think, Ryza? You're asking me? Of course, I heard you're an important part of creating that original pudding. Was I? Oh, then you're going to make a new pudding for us, Ryza? I'm waiting for the results, Ryza. Yeah, she did make the sugar for the pudding. How did this end up in my lap all of a sudden? A salty pudding. Using just salt by itself is kind of predictable. Taste aside, it needs to be visually striking. What do people imagine to think of salt? The ocean? Fishing? Oh dear lord. That's it, fish! I'll add fish into the pudding. Okay, let's give that a shot. Oh, sweet Christ, Ryza. She's just literally... From the image there, she's literally just stuck a fucking fish into the pudding. She just rammed a fish into the pudding. She hasn't actually cooked it with a fish. She's just stuck a fish right in there. Yeah, that's just to make it usable for... as an ingredient. Let's stick some honey in there too. It's over 100, so that should... Yeah, she's literally just stuck a fish right in the pudding. She's literally just stuck a fish in the pudding. She hasn't cooked fish meat into the pudding. She's just stuck a fish right in there. Hang on, I need to go back and get morning time. For one thing, I don't want to be in the fucking rain because it's just bad. Hey! Alright, so you seem excited. Did you finish the pudding? Yes, well, this is it. Meh! This is... I figured just adding salt wouldn't reveal its true essences, so I added a little something extra. I can already tell what that something extra is. Well, I guess I should give it a try. It's delicious. It's a lot better than I expected. Yeah, the smooth fish oil and the creamy pudding really go hand in hand. It looks kind of strange, but I'll happily introduce this to all my bandit buddies. Meh. I'm so glad. Okay, let's add this pudding to the business portfolio of the Atelier bandits. You mean it? How wonderful. But we have to make sure not to expand our operations too quickly. That's a good point. Roy knows better than anyone the profits in the bandits business have been down in the last few years. We need to find a way to increase our profits so we can help the poor. Yeah, true. Why don't we try selling Ryza's creation to the working class and Pamela can sell to the upper class? It could lead to huge profits. Oh. Meh. I'm sure lots of people will get to try it that way. I can't wait. Okay, so it's decided. Let's get to work on pudding production. Yes, ma'am. Roy, Zach, come on. Selling pudding is certainly much more constructive than stealing other people's stuff. I just hope they decide not to keep their bandit name once they start trying to sell it. Anyway, Pamela got another step closer to her goal, and everything seems to be going well. I can put the sound back on now. Right, so I have to all around there. All around there. All around the world. Oh yeah. Come on. No, the locomotion. Nope, he's running away. I have beat the living daylights out of every single fierce creature I have found. Which is kind of sad because the Ravaging Queen was as powerful as the Great Elementals in the previous game. And here, there's been nothing that stands up to... I mean, again, in the previous game I was only level 50, whereas this game I'm level 100, so it does kind of make sense. It's okay if I'm level 100 and beating the shit out of everything without an issue. That's why you level up in the first place, is to beat the living shit out of everything without any issue. And this is it. That box holds the treasure you've been looking for? Yes, I'm absolutely sure of it. It's got an incredibly strong lock, completely out of place for this type of container. Think you can open it? Yeah, give me an axe, I'll cut the fucker open. Did you forget who you're talking to? I have untold years of technique and experience. I'll have open in no time. Fee's just sitting there. Yeah! Yep. Ryza. I swear I'll get it open. Now we know why the guy didn't come back with a treasure. That sound, did you just... Alright, I did it. I really did it. Woo! Way to go, Clifford. Thanks, I waited so long for this. Now let's take a look at the treasure. Ryza's just lying down taking a nap. It's a note saying, ha 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 ha. The real treasure's on the journey. Clifford, what's wrong? No, this is no treasure. What do you mean? You finally found it? Something that can lock any trap or device? I should have realised sooner. Of course it's far too dangerous for anyone to possess. In the wrong hands it becomes a terrible weapon. Now I understand why the trap was so intricate. Whoever designed it was terrified of this object being abused. And the treasure hunter who wrote that book realised that this was no treasure. He only talked about it as a relic. It was the readers who saw it as a treasure. No wonder he left it. Treasure hunters have no desire to bring back things that aren't actually treasures. I see, and after you finally found it, I'm sorry. I know, I think this is good. I can't leave something so dangerous lying around waiting to be found. Ryza, the ancient alchemist created this relic, so I'd like you to use your alchemy to destroy it. You think you can do that? Of course, once we get back to my atelier, it shouldn't be any problem. Good, I'm glad. Then let's head back. I'm ready, but are you sure? Once you throw it in the cauldron, there's no turning back. My answer hasn't changed. Please destroy it. Alright, here goes. It's done. Already? That was fast. Destruction is much easier than creation. That applies to more than just alchemy, I think. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, thank you, Ryza. Are you really okay though? Maybe it wasn't treasure, but what you were seeking did really exist. Now you'll never be able to prove that to anyone. I don't care about that anymore. It's enough to know that it existed. I held it in my hands. What he wrote, it wasn't a lie. And the people I trust, including you, Ryza, know it wasn't a lie. That's good enough for me. Besides, my purpose is to seek out actual treasures, like for example, Fee. Fee! Well, you become my partner, it would really cheer me up. Whee! Yeah, you refuse to be tamed, huh? You really don't give up, no matter how many times you get rejected, huh? Of course not. The harder the reward, the more enjoyable the journey. That's what it means to be a treasure hunter. Although, after meeting you and others, I've already obtained the only true priceless treasure. What did you find? I've been a lone hunter all my life, but never found anything so amazing. Wait, what is it? What are you talking about? Oh god, it's going to be friendship. We're talking about you, friends. Being able to spend time with people I care about, not worrying if they're going to stab in the back. May it take me a while, but I feel like I finally got to relive my youth. There you go, that's all Clifford's character events gone. There we can go. Now we can go on with the story. And that's the final character event is done. Things seem pretty calm so far. Yes, I don't see anything out of the ordinary. And yet, yeah, I feel it too. There are monsters nearby. Monsters? Is it a Felicia? I'm not sure. The door's open. We just have to keep going if we want to find out for sure. Now you can let us see from here the door's open. Are they all blind? Can nobody see? The door's open! It's all around the world. We're gonna kill everyone. Yeah, every fucking fairy sees me and runs. I didn't bother turning the sound on because I knew it was going to be another cutscene. It's open. I was afraid of this. Fee! Fee! Fee, what are you trying to say? It's the air. The air of our world is flowing into yours. Imagine you can sense that. So what do? We keep moving forward. We kill the fucking king. I need to see for myself what's waiting up ahead. It wasn't a fucking queen lying way up ahead. Wake the slumbering queen, was it not? If the Felicia are going to come crashing through, we can't just stand by and watch. I think this is too dangerous for us. Why don't we call for help? We've been through this before. If the Felicia are on their way, we're already out of time. Well then, why don't we just close the gate again? Where's his mask on? That's exactly what I had in mind. Do you know how to do it, Ryza? No, I have no idea. The gate opened when the mana left the crystals, so if you fill them with mana once again, perhaps. But there's no known method to do that. I'm not sure if it's even possible in the first place. We need to go forward, find the gate, and seal it back up. That's our best course of action. I was worried you were going to say something like that. It's just like what happened 3 years ago, don't you think? Yeah, the speech you gave back at the secret hideout, right? But we're different people now, right? We've grown so much since then. Let's do this. Yeah, they were just kids back then and still managed to defeat the Ravaging Queen, so let's go beat the fuck out whoever's down. Whoa! Hello there! This is a lovely little place. Alright, there's treasures. How the fucking hell do you get in that room? There was one in the top left there. How the fuck do you get in there? Because there was no... It was just not accessible. Well, hang on. There was teleporters. In the underground lake one, there was teleporters. I have to wonder why they originally built these structures. And in the forest too. I'm sure you realise they're not from the Clink Kingdom either. They're far older than that. Right, the architecture is completely different. I have to be honest, I can't tell the difference at all. My theory is that they built these structures to fend off an invasion by the Felicia. Wait, really? But couldn't they have just closed the gate the way you're doing it? But what I've been doing is closing gates that were created specifically during the Clink Kingdom era. What does that mean? The Clink Kingdom created artificial gates and developed a method for opening and closing them. But these ruins are far older era. They hadn't yet established that kind of technology. So you're saying these other gates were just always open? Not exactly. I believe that people of this period came up with a method of their own. Essentially, they didn't actually close the gate, but instead found a way to cover it up, I guess. In other words, these ruins. Sounds like a bit of a bold tactic. But I guess that explains the existence of these ruins. So the chance that I ever find a valuable treasure in these ruins would be pretty much zero, if I'm right about all of this, anyway. So they just basically built a big prison around the fucking gate. We should be focusing on things that actually matter right now. But on Paul, you do have some idea of how to close this gate, don't you? I can't say for sure until I actually eyes on it, so we should probably hurry. I see a teleporter crystal over there. This is just stuff we're already gotten. I went round the world and around and around and around. Yeah, so a teleporter right there. That'll hopefully lead. Holy shit! I've never seen that spinning until the last second. Hey, is this? It looks like the thing we saw in the ruins in the lake. Yeah, it does look pretty familiar. But what exactly is it? If it's what it looks like, it connects to another location. Another location, huh? Glent wasn't there, so he doesn't know. Okay, I'm going to touch it. Ryza! I knew it, it's the exact same thing. Ryza, don't do things like that without warning. You really don't ever hesitate, do you? It's the same type of transportation device as the one in the lake ruins. What's it doing here? The place is absolutely massive. Maybe they just wanted a shortcut to get around. I see. In which case, there could be more of them. Oh, a golden red one. Is that the icy rose? Yeah, it is. Are you the same one as in the Dragonbone Valley? And it's all over the crying. Boom! This guy's so dead. He got hit by like 9,000 damage there. That's what's around here. Nothing of value. Just water. I'm assuming something up here there later. There's got to be a significance. Oh, Felucci wishes. Felucci's! It's swarming with Felicia. Look. What is that? What else could it be? It's a Felicia. So this is the monster you were telling us about. We can talk about it later. For now, we need to take that thing down. Yeah, stay alert, everyone. Let's see how you handle. Oh my god, you can actually take a beating. Wow, they can take a beating. This is the worst possible outcome. If a Felicia are here, Feluska are here, that means they must be overflowing from Underworld. What are these things? I know you said earlier, but in all the history books I've ever read, I have never seen anything like them. Felusa. They are Felusa, incredibly dangerous creatures from the Underworld. They use gates like this to repeatedly appear in our world and destroy everything in their path. That's awful. And there are even more of them where we're headed? That's right. For everyone you see here, assuming there are many more waiting in the wings. Oh no. But you said they appear repeatedly. I've never seen anything like them before. Well, they can't appear out of thin air. They need to have the access to a gate. I see. I've been studying the Feluska ecology and recently reformulated a new theory. It's likely to see our world as their breeding and feeding ground. Same way that fish and birds migrate, they may be driven here by instinct. And that's why they appear repeatedly. Still just a theory, but I don't think I'm too far from the truth. Either way, since the Feluska are here, that means there must be an open gate nearby. We have to find a way to find that gate and seal it off. Ska. Feluska. Hey? Thank you, Fee. I'll be alright. Whee! She's feeling guilty about releasing the Feluska. Just to save Fee. But let's go kill the Feluska so Fee can be free. Free. Motherfucker. And Claudia. Yeah, you kinda need a top up there. Even if Feluska are just like Feluska are just like fuck this. Oh, that's like our max level weapons now we're getting. I've already made them all though. Yeah, this is the same thing that happened last game as well. They just difficultly spiked you right at the last moment. Look. Is that Feluska? It doesn't look like ones we're used to seeing. It's scary, that's for sure. It looks way stronger than all the ones we've seen so far. Watch out, here it comes. Okay, so you're a little bit tough. Why are they targeting Claudia? Why is it specifically Claudia they're targeting? See, this is the same thing over and over and over. They just target Claudia over and over and over. Looks like we won. I just remembered something. I did see this Feluska in the memories of one of the ruins. This Feluska is a type that existed since ancient time. Is that so? Do you not know about these ones, Leela? I heard of their existence, but I grew up far from Ceres land. I've never seen this one in person. You call it by a single name, but the underworld is just as vast as our own world here. My home is close to where the Feluska can be found. So how are they different from the regular ones? They aren't really regular ones, but these older ones are individually stronger. That doesn't sound good. But on the plus side, they breed much less frequently, so there are fewer of them. So it sounds like they're higher up in the food chain then. What do you mean? Just like normal animals, the stronger a predator is, the fewer of them there are. Since there's less risk of animals driving them to extinction, they don't need large numbers. And if there were too many of them, they would compete for food, and more of them would end up dying. That's true, they tend to have many more of the smaller, weaker creatures in our world. I guess that the newer Feluska evolved from the ones that wasn't as strong, so there are more of them. Each individual is weaker, but they make up for it by quickly adapting to new environments. As a result, they flourish and become the common one. That's my theory anyway. But even if there are fewer of these ones than the other ones, there's still too many for us to handle. We should try and avoid them as much as we can. What if this type of Feluska? This Feluska has its own queen. It can be way more dangerous than the ravaging queen we fought before. Yeah, I mean, again, they've just targeted solely poor little fucking Claudia. They just target. They solely target Claudia. They didn't even try to hit Lent or fucking Ryza. And they were in the underworld. These fucking hedgehogs were in the underworld we were in last time. Edelschwert. Noble what? Yeah, they were in the underworld we went there last time. Unless it's specifically the colour of them. Because I don't think there was a yellow one of these in the underworld. Sky Readers were in the underworld. I think this is just going to be where we find memories. That should at least do some fucking damage to them. Yeah, they just seem to be targeting Claudia only. Why? Armored bug would have to be the big generals. And it's kind of stupid how they do this. Like, they just ramp up the difficulty at the very end. They literally ramp it right up. Their difficulty spike is stupid. Why is it so foggy here? There might be something strange at work here. Yeah, that could be the armored ones there. That resists everything. But it's dead now. Yep, I was right. Right, let's just lower your defenses. Their version of what's hard, like their difficulty spiking is just like how they view difficulty is just bad. Like it should spike difficulty this way. One more armor bug and a staff. Almost guaranteed we're going to find memories within these little spots. I can finally make my fucking fishing rod though. Yeah, almost guaranteed a memory will be here. Oh, there's an armor bug. Stop running away from me, you bitch. I need you for research. Yeah, Ryza and Lent are hitting for about 80. That's been 40 minutes, isn't it? And that's 3 of them down. Oh shit, man. Those sentinels were fighting these things. Anyway,